Let me get rid of some of this stuff. Yeah. Okay. Full time. AFC Wimbledon 0, Northampton 2. What can I say? First half was decent. Second half, all Northampton. Poor effort. Poor play overall from AFC Wimbledon in that second half. Complete far cry from the first half. I think it was ever since they scored the first goal, really, we're just, heads were low. Play was a lot more predictable. Asal would always cut it to his right foot, and we would get dispossessed a lot. Um, and then a little bit more sloppy play in the midfield. Got dispossessed a few times. Northampton were just on their day. I mean, first half I think it was more evenly matched. Northampton did give the ball away a couple of times in that first half due to either pressure from the likes of Asal or NYC, or just in general they misplace a pass every here and there. But when we get in the final third, again, it's just a lack of confidence. I think it's just this is the pattern that we've seen. Not every single game, but it's just a pattern. Intermittently, we see this time and time out, where we just lack confidence in the final third, whether it's decision making or just confidence in general. Asal in that first half, there was a moment where Northampton, one of their center backs tried to clear their lines and kind of whiffed it, and Asal picked it up, took a heavy touch down towards right around maybe like 10 yards out from the left hand side of the frame. Could have taken a shot on with his left foot, but instead he tried to cut it back to his right foot, and the ball was poked away by McWilliams or Sowerby. I think it was McWilliams. And then Ethan Chisel at the top of the 18-yard box tried to take a touch to set himself up for a cross or a shot, either or, and gets brought down. Maybe not a foul. I think he milked there was a little bit of contact, but I think he went down pretty easy. No penalty there. Had Asal, taken the shot on with his left foot, maybe it could have been a different story. This is around like the 30th minute or so. I'm not gonna talk about the game in chronological order. I'm just gonna talk about what I feel was, what I think we did well, what I think we didn't do well. NYC was fantastic. I mean, we played really like a 3-4-3 with NYC on that right hand side, Asal on the left, and Davison as a striker. From what I heard in the beginning of the season, Davison doesn't want to play as a lone striker, but we kind of played a makeshift 3-4-3, and I think NYC was positive. His off-the-ball movement was fantastic. His first thought usually was to try to cross it or find the open man instead of taking someone on 1v1, but he did play a couple of good balls into the box. One of them was like a cross low and hard to Asal. The ball kind of bounced around a little bit, and that was another moment Asal could have done better in. He actually decided to side foot it instead of lace it because it was bouncing a little bit. Could have laced it from about 16 yards out. I think that was the chance that happened before the one that I mentioned prior, where he could have taken a shot on but tried to cut it to his right. But yeah, he just kind of got it 3 or 4 yards over the bar with his side foot there. Asal was great on the off-the-ball press, but still lacking a little bit of quality on the ball overall. I think, let's see what else. I think Magoma played well. I think he, turned out of pressure, advanced the play, didn't really give the ball away. I think he was good on the ball for sure. Harry Pell, gave the ball away a couple times, wasn't really an influence. Won a couple of headers though, won a couple knockdowns, second opportunities, but that was really it. Davison, I think the likes of Guthrie and McGlory, the center backs for Northampton, just kind of kept him at bay. Davison won a few headers, but other than that, didn't really have too much of an influence. I think he was certainly kept at bay. Let's see. I'm surprised we didn't bring Hudlin on earlier. I think we brought him on around like the 70th minute or so. Didn't really have much of an impact regardless, but I think this was the kind of game we could have utilized Hudlin with some balls into the box, knockdowns. We didn't put too many crosses into the box in that second half. We were trying to play it around a little bit and got dispossessed a few times. And at times we would play long balls up to Davison, and every time the center backs would collect it or the keeper would collect it. And, second half was just more desperation more than anything. I think the back three played all right. Pierce won a lot of headers. Brown had a better game than last time out. Towler, I think the first goal, I think he could have done better in winning that back post header. The back post header, which of course bounced off Pierce and just rolled straight into the near post. Zanev slipped, but could have easily gotten up and tried to palm it away. Zanev, it looked to me like he just kind of gave up after the slip and just let it roll. The second goal was an own goal from Towler. It like deflected or like what was it? Hoskins tried to get his foot onto the ball and it bounced off his foot and bounced off the knee of Towler. I don't really blame him for that one. But yeah, Zanev was a liability today. Distribution poor. Gave the ball away a couple times. And didn't really look too great overall. There was one moment where he tried to come out and punch it, and he punched Harry Pell in the face. And then, yeah, I don't know. Just didn't have a good game. Didn't have a good game, Zanev. I don't know. The substitutes didn't really make much of an impact. Paul Osu, every time he was on the wide area, you know, the players were able to easily mark him, block the crosses that he tried to put in. Curry came on a little bit later than I thought he should have. Didn't have much of an impact. Bartley didn't have much of an impact. Overall, just kind of a meh game. I think the first half was decent. The second half was shit. And it overall rounded out to be a mediocre performance. So, not much to say there. Fair play to Northampton. See you guys on the flip side.